لما تكون مختلف ممكن أقرب الناس ليك يلاقوا صعوبة إن هم يتقبلوك. اتطلب مننا إننا نعمل فيلم تسجيلي يحمل في عنوانه ومضمونه كلمة الأمل، hope. في الوقت ده أنا كنت كل يوم حد بروح لملتقى لمحب الأفلام التسجيلية، وهناك لمحته، شكله، طريقة كلامه، حركاته، كل حاجة فيه استرعت اهتمامي. ورحت اتكلمت معاه، ومفيش دقيقتين 3 لقيتني بقوله أنا عايزة أسجل معاك فيلم تسجيل. قال لي سوري، أنا حد برايفت، يعني بحتفظ بخصوصيتي. المهم إن أنا قدرت أصور الفيلم التسجيلي معاه، وجي وقت العرض وأنا طبعا كنت مش عارفة هيكون رأيه إيه. فشاف الفيلم وقال لي It's good to give people hope، أو كويس إننا ندي الناس أمل. فالنهاردة والأول مرة على الإنترنت هعرض فيلم إيريك's هوب أو أمل إيريك، والفيلم مدته تقريبا 10 دقايق مترجم للعربية. أحب أعرف رأيكم فيه وأسيبكم مع إيريك's هوب.
My mother and I, we found Monty and we bought him. Yeah, we saw him for the first time when he was 2 months old. We came into the room and he was there with his siblings in a small cage, and he was the first one who came up to the bars.
I was friendly, all right? And deep inside, I knew that there was something special about me. But, yes, I guess that was the problem. The but.
But if a South Korean and a North Korean wanted to talk, to one another, they could understand each other.
What is a consonant?
Whatever is not a vowel. No. I mean whatever isn't a adjective, like sorry. I apologize. I made a mistake. What I meant to say was, every sentence always begins with a noun.
Yeah.
Of course, I worried my head off for years, but when I saw that it was not the problem, because he is very diligent, and when he's on stage or in film, he never misses a beat. Otherwise, he thinks ahead a lot, so sometimes in the normal circumstances he either stammers or he just goes on like a machine gun. But when it is the professional part, he is very precise and very well prepared. Don't forget it, Richard Burton, in the private life, never said a sentence without stuttering. And there are many, many great actors who in normal life cannot speak properly.
Because I like performing. It's a way to to entertain. It's a way to express yourself, and you are free to do it however you want to, like on a stage. I have tried other fields, like directing or even designing, but acting I enjoy the most.
Sniffing all under the bushes has to be cleaned, yes, and then dried with Erik's old sock. Yes.
Do I think of Erik? That's one way of looking at it. Difficult, annoying, sometimes infuriating, but it's such a big heart. It's very, what's the word? Real.
He wants more.
Well, I'd be lying if I said it hadn't thought a lot of times that I would have a brother who was a bit more like me, but just maybe an older version of me, more of a guardian, mentor, but we don't choose our brothers.
If you're an actor, it is very important to keep an open mind. He is not as open-minded as I am, but I love him and he enjoys being, himself, having his own life. While being the older brother, I was always looking out for him. And but then when I reached the age of 18, that's when my mother said that I wasn't responsible for him anymore. And when I reached 18, he was 17. So then, from then on, of course I was still looking out for him, and he also looks out for me. But he has been, responsible, for himself for a long time. I can tell you that whenever he goes somewhere, like to a new place or like a new country, or I go somewhere new, like to a new country or a place where I haven't been before, or wherever I have been before, it doesn't really matter. I always think about him, and I always think about my parents, and I would like to always buy them souvenirs, wherever I go, and I would, give them presents, even if it is not their, birthdays or Christmas.
Ricky.
Now, my primary influence are my parents, who would give me the freedom to do what I want to do, and superheroes. They are not real, but what they do is real. They help people. They do things, for the better.
Always standing up for girls. When girls were teased or hurt, he went up and got into a fight, even when he was at school. Twice I paid for school doors because somebody was teasing a girl and beating her in England, and he warned this chap several times, but he didn't listen. So Erik, being so big and strong, he just put him in the door and the door fell out. So I had to pay for it.
You get to share your life with somebody you get to hold, and you get to kiss them. You get to go to places with them. Companionship is one of the greatest things in the world. I don't want to end up alone, but I learned a long time ago in life that you cannot survive without friends. I mean, you may have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, from time to time, but you will always have your friends, and they help you, to feel good about yourself. And also the theater, I also sometimes see that as therapy. That I use that to help me get, through my problems.
Laura, þú fær hlutverk Sancho Panza. Vertu búin að læra línuna fyrir morgundaginn.
Það ekki aldrei stuttur tími?
Stuttur tími? Veistu ekki að lífið stutt?
At the beginning of every performance, I'm always nervous, but then once I get into it, I just don't think about it anymore. If you have inspiration and you are brave, you can go up on stage and do anything.